Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So today's video is going to be about how to deal with mood swings. And I'm not just being very focused on anybody, because anybody can have mood swings. But before we begin, uh, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that way you can get reminded of new videos that are coming along. I think we're at 136, 137. I'm not really sure. Again, there's an array of videos, and I'm gonna start doing the soothing sounds again. I'm just working up the library of this YouTube channel so that way you can have things that you can hear, that you can practice, that you can do. But I'm also going to start doing videos regarding soothing sounds, the ones that I did, like the waterfalls, like the rain, like things like that. And I'm going to do them for a little bit longer. I'm actually going to do them for about an hour. So that way, you all will be able to use it when you sit down and meditate, when you're just doing deep breathing, right? When you just sit in a room and just want to be by itself and just want to hear those sounds. And I know that there's hundreds of thousands of sounds, hundreds of thousands of videos, hundreds of thousands of different things. But I want to make sure that if you have any suggestions on which kind of sounds you want me to do, just let me know. Put them in the comment section. Also, if you have any topics that you want me to cover, put them in the comment section. And I'll be happy to do so. Connect with me on Facebook at Carlos Flores. Connect with me on Instagram at Back on Basics. And so, hit the like video. Hit the like in this video. Again, how to deal with mood swings. And then, again, subscribe to Back on Basics 9985. So, who has moods? Everybody has moods. That's one of the things about, learning about psychology, dealing with psychology, doing research in psychology, and also in counseling and in therapy. You get to know yourself pretty well. and for the longest time I used to fight it because I thought I didn't have mood swings, but I did. And I still do. As a matter of fact, I was very like up and down today. And so I was very happy. I was focused. I was down a little bit. It's just a lot of things going on around. Thank goodness I have my support system that I can connect with and make sure that I can talk to them about what's going on. And that's one thing. Mood swings, first of all, and I say mood swings, but it's not necessarily just mood swings. It's how you feel, right? A lot of the times, anxiety, depression. Some of us, and I've said it in another video, we have post-traumatic stress disorder, which is PTSD. We feel down. We feel like we can't do things. We sometimes feel like we can't get out of bed. And I felt that way myself. That's the reason why I'm telling you that these videos that I'm doing them so that way I can help you learn how to move forward, right? Step by step by step. I want to make sure that we're all balanced, that we're balanced, and the mind body balance is key. And again, I've said this before as well, is that the thing about mind body balance is that you're optimal when you're in the present, when you're in the here and now. Like right now, I'm not thinking about anything but this video, this topic, right? This talk that I'm giving you, because it's very important. To me, everything's very important. All of these topics, I make them because they're very important. If you give me a topic that you want me to give you my opinion on, it is very important, and I'll be happy to do so. And so, as human beings, we tend to go on a roller coaster. And this is what I tell my students. This is what I told my students last year at the high school where I was working on, is that, we're not like this. This is great, but this is not a normal or something that happens to everybody. We can't all be just steady. We have our ups and we have our downs, and we have our ups and we have our downs. It's like a roller coaster, because sometimes it all depends on attachments, right? The things that we're dealing with. Are we being pulled back because what's happening is that we're regretting what we didn't do in the past. We're regretting the decisions that we have made. We're regretting the things that we have worked on for so long. Like for me, okay, and I'm going to be honest with you. I tend to sometimes go back in the past because I have all of this education, right? I have all of these things that I have, and for the longest time, I wasn't doing these videos. I wasn't helping you. I wasn't giving you the tools to help you be balanced, mind body, to have mind body balance. And so I feel bad sometimes because I could have started this years ago. But you know what? It's here and now, right? And we're together. And believe me, we're going to do videos on things that you you deal with every day. I'm not talking about the big things, like I'm not talking about illnesses and things like that. We'll talk about those, but we will deal about everyday things, and mood swings, and how you deal, how you feel. That's one of the things that's very important that people take for granted, because a lot of the times, especially males, we just suck it up. Or we are told since we are little, suck it up. You're a man. You're supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be strong. I don't want to see you crying. And so luckily my father wasn't like that. My father was very open. He, to this day, he makes sure that I'm okay. He makes sure that I'm releasing all the stress that I have or anything that I have. Thank goodness. But I did have other family members that have told me that. Buck up. I'll make you cry even more if you're crying. And so, again, right? That's the important aspect of having a support system, because you want somebody that can balance you. You want somebody that can tell you realistically, this is what you're doing, and these are the things that you need to do, so that way you can move forward and you can adapt. Adaptation is important, because once you start bringing yourself back into the present, back into the here and now, then your mindset changes, your physical state changes, and then that mind body balance becomes sharp. Why? Because remember, if you think it, you can do it, and if you can do it, then you can think it. So you just have to realize, where are you starting from? Are you starting from the physical, or are you starting from the mental? And those are the things. That's how you're gonna balance, because you're gonna look at it as of now, right? So right now, at 9:14 p.m. Pacific time, right? I feel great whenever I talk to you all, whenever I make a video. I mean, my body just shoots me with these endorphins that give me this energy, that gives me these things. Remember what I told you. I'm an introvert. That means I keep it to myself. And I have sat in rooms, in meetings, in classes, and presentations where I have sat for at least an hour or two without saying anything, and nobody knew I was there. But when I'm doing these videos so that I help you figure out how to balance yourself, how to deal with everyday stuff, how to reduce those ups and downs and those mood swings, uh, it just gives me so much energy, and it just gives me those gives me, my brain just starts working, and it gives me different ideas. And so, and it doesn't sound like, let's say, it doesn't make it simple. It's just that it's simple things that can bring you back. It just takes time. It takes repetition. Repetition helps you balance yourself. Repetition helps you balance yourself. Repetition helps you balance yourself. Remember, I told you, right? Whenever you feel anxious, whenever you feel angry, whenever you feel anything besides balance, right? You have to know where your balance is. My balance is when my mind is very sharp, and my body is actually in alignment with my mind. When I make these videos, it is balanced. You can see it. I'm smiling. I'm using my hands. I'm very animated, and I'm trying to make sure that you understand, because things are simple to balance, but they take time sometimes. They take repetition for them to happen. It's kind of like the snowball. Remember, like the pebble, right? If you put it at the top of the mountain and you let it roll, it will gain momentum. The snow will compact and will become bigger and bigger. Momentum, velocity, and at some point you are going to be unstoppable. You got to tell yourself, you got to be unstoppable. You're going to be unstoppable. And so, one of the things that is very key is being in the here and now. Bring yourself back. Don't worry about the future. Bring yourself back to now. Don't worry about the past. Just bring yourself forward to the present. And then you say, okay, now that I'm here in the here and now, how am I going to use this time to optimize my mind body balance? Because believe me, once you're in the here and now, once you're paying attention to your surroundings, once you're using your support system, once you're adapting, once you're doing things like breathing. Remember, we've done that before, right? We've done it together. And now I'm calm. Is that taking in a breath, taking it in, holding it for at least 5 seconds, and then letting it out makes a big difference. A psychologist said, if you feel sad, guess what? Sometimes you just need to help your body become happy. So, one of the suggestions that psychologists tell you is that if you're feeling sad, or if you're feeling mad or anything, put a pencil or a pen in your mouth. You know what that's going to make you? It's going to make your muscles just go this way. And what's going to happen? Look, I'm already laughing because my body thinks that I'm happy. Because if you smile and you smile consistently, your body's gonna shoot you with endorphins, with these chemicals that's gonna make you feel good. It's gonna balance you. It's gonna make your mind sharp. The more you do that, the more you practice that, the more you're gonna become sharp. And then your body's gonna also be used to the optimal level that it can, right? Of course, we all have limitations, but it doesn't have to be a lot of limitations. You can also adapt to your limitations, right? you have to do that. So, and again, you have to make decisions that make you feel good, right? For me, again, weight loss, walking 6 miles. Today I walked, I think we walked today about 3 miles altogether. Yesterday I walked 5.5, and then another day I walked 6. It's great. Have I started doing any other exercises? Not yet, but I will, because I want to make sure that I lose the weight, right? That I hit the 210 and then I hit the 200, but I also want to put some tone in my body. So that way I don't carry as much weight. You know how much of a difference it makes when you weigh 263 pounds like me? I used to be forward like this. My stomach, where most of the stuff was holding me forward. My back feels so much better now because I'm a lot straighter, and I can walk straighter a lot more than before. That little tweak just helps. And you know what else, right? Because I'm losing weight, right? My back is better. I walk straighter, right? It just, my self-esteem just goes up and it goes up and it goes up. And I'm telling you this because I'm living it. I'm not just telling you foo-foo stuff so that way you can think that, oh yes, this guy doesn't do this. All the things that I talk about, I do them myself. I really do them myself. So sometimes I put a pencil. Sometimes I just make myself laugh like the Joker. So that way my buddy thinks that I'm happy. And I do. And it gets me happy. Like right now, it just gets me happy. Look at my cheeks. The red. My nose, my cheeks are flush because I'm so excited. I get excited when I do these videos. But there's other times where I'm not. And you have to understand. And you have to be okay with being, when having those types of days, types of hours, types of minutes, or mornings or evenings. You have to be okay, because if you're okay, then you're going to bring yourself back into the here and now, into the present. Once you're in the present and you're not worrying about the past and you're not worrying about the future, then you can make the best decisions. Remember what I called it? I call it the neutral zone. The neutral zone for a reason, because the present is neutral. You can make a lot of decisions in the present, but if you're thinking about the future, you're not going to be able to make a lot of decisions because you're always thinking ahead. Oh, when is this going to take place? When am I going to get this? When am I going to get paid? When am I going to have to pay these bills? When are these going to happen? And then if you think about the past and you're regretting the past, then you're worrying about that. Oh, I forgot to do this. I forgot to do that. Oh, this decision that I made about work or about different things. Oh, that's not the best decision for me. I should have done something else. Present. Bring yourself back to the present. Because if you bring yourself back to the present, then you are in the neutral zone. Your optimal level. You're the ones where you're the most balanced. So you can make the best decisions of any time, right? Remember, keep moving forward, step by step by step. And if you fall looking forward, so that way you can focus on your goals, so you can focus on the things that you do. Let your village help you. Remember, your village is here. Your village has been here since you were born. There's been villagers that go in and out of your life, but your village is there. Take advantage of it. We think that just because we live here in the United States that we have to be individualistic. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise everyone. You are part of villages that support somebody else. They are part of villages that support not only you, but everybody else. It takes a village to raise you. It takes a village to balance you. It takes a village to bring you back to the here and now, to the neutral zone. So I've gone and I've talked about how to do this, right? It's best to do it in the present, in the present, in the here and now, because you can actually make the best decisions. Remember the breathing, right? You take it in, you hold it for at least 5 seconds, and you let it out. You do that as many times as you want to. I'm going to make some more soothing sound videos so that way you can have different examples of how to do that. You can also use your support system, right? Support system. So that way they can help you. And if the support system may not be working as fast as you want, talk to somebody. Talk to somebody. Talk to a religious person. Talk to your family members. Talk to somebody that you can trust. Talk to a mentor. Talk. The more you talk, the more this thing thinks and the more this thing does. And then the more balance it is. So, swings. It happens. You have to accept it. We as human beings are very moody. We just don't want to admit it. Both males and females. We're all, again, both males and females. We have mood swings. Sometimes we just hide them a little bit better than others. So, be in the present, right? Think about different things that can calm you. Listen to soothing music, soothing videos, soothing sounds. Let your village take care of you. Till next time, back on basics.